always expected that my 21st birthday party would be the greatest night of my life. Champagne, pretty girls. You wonder, can life get any better than this? Well, to be blunt, it can. At midnight, I'm going to inherit more money than most people could earn or spend in a lifetime.
Jamie Johnson is serious. He's about to become seriously rich. His share of the Johnson & Johnson company, founded by his family more than a century ago, is worth millions and millions of dollars. Every time you buy a Band-Aid, Jamie gets richer.
What did I do to earn the kind of money I'll own at midnight tonight? All I did was inherit it.
Jamie Johnson's immense wealth bothers him so much that he dared question it. And he did it in the most public way. He turned a camera on some of his super rich friends, the wealthiest kids on earth, and made a documentary called Born Rich.
Sir! It would be a low estimate, a very low estimate for me to say 20 billion.
I remember when I was a little kid, my mom let me spend the day with my uncle, and he took me to Grand Central Station and he said, "This is yours."
We are on the 68th floor. Not a bad view to wake up to.
I think I made a lot of people nervous and anxious, and that's the way they felt about it.
You had some nasty public encounters?
I had a few. I would be approached at parties and people would say, "What do you think you're doing? Why did you do this? I think you did the wrong thing." And there was some tension there, and I think some people feel like I did break an unspoken rule that shouldn't have been broken.
Before I say anything, I just want to say that I am really, really reluctant to do this, and I really don't like talking to this thing at all, and I dislike you both immensely as a result of the fact.
Luke Wheel was one of Jamie's friends. As heir to a massive gaming fortune, Luke would later regret revealing just how much power and privilege comes from being absolutely stinking rich.
So whoever pisses you off, and I'm up at boarding school, and this kid's from like some shit town in Connecticut, I don't know. I can just say, "F you, I'm from New York. I can buy your family, piss off." And this is petty, and this is weak, and this is very underhanded, but it's so easy,
Hey, good to see you, dude.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a German Baron and Italian Viscount.
In all, 10 of Jamie's friends agreed to bare their wealthy souls.
I'm a handbag guru, personally, because it's like the easiest thing to shop for when you're not really shopping and you're just running in. And you just go and you buy it and you don't realize how expensive it is.
S I Newhouse IV is the eldest son and heir to a publishing empire. It's the Condé Nast Group, which includes
Vogue, Allure, Vanity Fair, GQ, Self, Glamour, House and Garden, Condé Nast Traveler, Architectural Digest, Bon Appetit, Gourmet, Wired, New Yorker, and I'm sure there's a couple I missed.
Cody Franchetti is heir to a textile fortune.
Lapels, you see they're high. There's nothing worse when you see these jackets with these lapels that go like this, you see? They are low riding. Clinton wears this kind of thing. Have you seen? It looks like a restaurant owner. It's so vulgar. This is has an aristocratic thing to it, no?
Cody is a part-time model and a full-time multimillionaire who feels not one shred of guilt over having wealth he's never worked for.
And I find guilt absolutely senseless. So I don't feel bad for anything, and especially having money. I find it a very, very negative trip, and it's something that is basically for old women and nuns.
While all the people in Born Rich never need work, Jamie's father never has worked. Not one day, not ever. Instead, he paints.
Money is a thing that you don't talk about because it's in bad taste. Why?
It was to his father that Jamie turned to seek his advice about a burning question. Even if you don't need to work, does it fulfill you more as a person to have a job? It's a concept his dad finds difficult to grasp.
Hand-colored?
Oh, yeah.
Well, considering I don't have to work, what advice would you give me on?
Then don't work. Then don't work. Why would anybody in their right mind work unless they had to?
Do you have a job?
No.
Do you want a job?
No.
Cody Franchetti's chiseled face looms large over New York. But right now, he has put modelling on hold. In fact, this 29-year-old says he's put off any career until he's 40. It's a decision he's happy with, but not so many of his mates.
I have met more very rich people that are unhappy than regular people that aren't. And this is, I just cannot understand why people think that money equals happiness. It isn't so, and often it equals unhappiness at a certain level.
What would make a very rich person unhappy?
Isolation is one of the main things that comes with wealth, with extreme wealth. And that is a terrible thing.
This was my bed. It's a little small for me now.
And then there's Ivanka Trump, blessed with beautiful looks and buckets of money.
The fact is that I'm absolutely, proud to be a Trump.
This daughter of Donald never feels lonely, but she says she understands the oh-so-terrible isolation money can bring.
I remember once I was on a job in Australia, and this guy just walks up to me, who I'd never met, and says, what does it feel like to be wealthy? And I was like, excuse me? And he goes, what does it feel like to never have felt any pain? And that really upset me, just the fact that there really are people out there who think like that. That think that with money comes happiness. I think this is so classic.
And what of love?
Bag. You stick everything in, it can hold your makeup kit, it can hold...
For finance heiress Stephenie Ercklentz, the options are limited. Poor people need not apply.
So you can fit your little dog in it. I've never actually dated outside my social background, and I've thought about that. Never. It's really weird.
And potential partners beware. With love comes lawyers.
One day I'll fall in love and I'll get married, whatever. I'll probably get divorced a couple of years later. I'll have a serious prenup before.
Prenup. It's been drilled into my head since I was 5 years old. Prenup. All the way. And if this little ungrateful bitch has the nerve to say something like it's unromantic, I don't want a prenup, then she's just a gold digger and I don't want to get married to her anyways.
Were you at all surprised by some of the things that were said?
At times I was really surprised. I mean, I was surprised and offended and confused and just thought, is it really this way? I mean, is this really the state of things? I've had the benefit of being rich all my life, and I'll never want for material things. But after working on this movie, I've discovered that what you inherit may not be as valuable as what you earn.
Happy birthday!